Alright, well, the entire state that I live in is pretty much shut down right now, and Sarah and I are going to be spending a lot of time out here next week, kind of hiding out in the hills here. She's likely to stay here comfortably a lot longer if I can get this water hooked up, so we're going to do that now. Rolling this on my nice countertop. Alright, that's kind of sticking there. This paper actually does something that comes with it, so don't throw that away. That makes it easier to slide. So you put it like that. Need that special tool for that thing. That cardboard really helps. Alright, we'll see if it leaks. So I'm probably not going to hook up the drain yet. We need to get those guys connected. Alright, and the nice thing is that these are compression fittings. Rubber compression fittings, so they don't have to be super tight. Alright, so now I know how high off the ground I gotta bring my copper stub outs. Alright, let's figure out where we want our water pipes to come out. Let's see. We need one there. We need one there. Okay, this is the missing link for me to getting good solder joints and bad, and I owe this to someone who commented. I don't remember who it was, but if you wipe off the excess flux, you'll get like a nice clean ring of solder, and it just makes it so much easier to tell if you got a good joint. So thank you. I hope you're still watching, whoever made that comment, and it's really helped me a lot. I mean, I always get it to work before, but it was never that pretty. Yeah, see, when you wipe it, you can really see if it's a good joint. And you know, that's not the prettiest. Like, I'm not that great at this, but you can at least tell that it's solid all the way around. we don't want too much. I don't want a bunch of copper, but I just don't like my stub outs to be PEX, so we're gonna put these in transition to PEX. Our flux spoon. Those those brushes always just go to crap. I wish they stayed nice. They should give you like a case for them. I don't want that flux to get pushed in. I should have anticipated this problem. I have to re-drill those holes up there a little bigger. I think that one's in. Oh no, we got it. Well, I hope I don't ever have to take that out because that thing is stripped. Now, I can tie my PEX in and slope it downwards so it drains back. And hopefully that works good. These are quarter turn compression fittings. So let's just get those a little tighter. Okay. Years of plumbing projects and collecting leftover parts, and I still don't have what I need, which is this: a 3/4 reducing to a 1/2 inch T. But I can piece together what I need by some other parts. It'll just cost me more money in leftover parts. I'm just gonna cut this off again to try and get a cleaner cut than the one. It looks like I cut that one with a razor blade. That side's pretty clean, but it's a little crooked. We gotta change our tool in here. Take the 1/2 inch one out. Put the 3/4 inch one in. These things have a little button. Push that in. That. Okay, so we need this. Got some 3/4 crimp rings. What the hell? This thing's like ovalized. Let me put it on that side. Put it up on that side and slide it down. Alright, so that's about how I like it. You know, you got a little bit of showing. Put that like that. All right. Do that. Turn it and do it again. There you go. And we're going to reduce to 1/2 inch. Another. So reduce. Got like a little bit of white showing there. Push that all the way in. Crimp it. Take it out. Turn it a little. Crimp it again. Okay. Cool. Now we can tap into our existing 3/4 supply. So we're about halfway through, maybe a little bit more. This is probably a good time for me to remind you that if you are enjoying this video, I'd very much appreciate it if you hit like, subscribe, share, maybe notify. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to it. All right, we got some choices here about where I tap in, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna do it right there. You can rotate these once they're crimped. I don't know if you're officially supposed to, but I always do. Okay. 1 and 2. 1, 2. Now we just run a 1/2 inch over to the other one. So see, we're going from there over to this one, over to there. Okay, so we got 1/2 inch pecs there. All right, cool. Okay, and since this is cold water, we want to go to the one on the right, which is this one, which is my left. Okay, cool. Let's crimp that before we forget. Okay, so I have a lot of like older videos about how my water system works. I'm going to go over it real quick. So basically, this is a valve that has a shut off here and a shut off here to the pump. Right now, this is off for the hose. That's what I use to winterize the system. And then this is off that goes down into the tank. I've got a 300-gallon tank buried under my foundation. So to turn it on, go like that. And then I've got this here so I can purge the tank when I winterize the pump. So there's my pump. Here's my tank. This is on. This is off. What I want to do is open this, purge all of the antifreeze. It's RV antifreeze. So this is shut. So no water can go into the system. And I got a pressure tank over there and some other stuff that you don't really need to worry about. But right now, we're just going to go turn on the pump, force all the antifreeze and some water out this drain. One of these switches right here is my pump. I think it's this one. Yeah, I can hear it. Let's see if we can see water. See if we can see water coming out of that hose. Yeah, see the antifreeze coming out of that hose down there? But Now it's just pumping clear water. So let's turn this off. Now, what we do is we turn this off right here. And you can also use this as like a normal hose. And then we open this one. So now water can go to the system. So there's one sweat that I'm worried about, and it's these ones right here. I always have trouble with those. I don't know if it's the copper to brass, if I'm doing something wrong, but let's hope it doesn't leak. Turn on the water. Or these compression could definitely leak. It's gonna run for a while because it has to fill up the expansion tank. Let's see if it's leaking out here. Oh. That's why we're not building up pressure. Forgot about that one. That's my low point drain. Oh, and the shower's on. Sweet. What a disaster. Just wasted a lot of water there. Leaks in here. Don't see any leaks in there. Oh yeah, we do a little bit of leak there. Okay. Let's fix this. Whoa. Oh my. Alright, that seems dry. Let's check it one more time. Okay. So I plumbed a pressure gauge in. So my pump cuts out at 50 psi and we seem to be holding pressure. So that's good. Now we can go test out the sink and make sure I hooked up the cold to the cold. And then I'm sure people are probably curious about this pump. This is a SureFlow Revolution. These things are great and pretty cheap. Mine's a 24 volt version, so it's a little more expensive. I'll put a link to a 12 volt version. These things are dependable and affordable. Let's hook up our hillbilly drain here. And if I did it right, when we turn this to the right, the cold water should come out. So, hey. Alright, look at that, Rhine water. What more can you ask for? And maybe Sarah might ask for hot water. She's so picky. Now we can wash our hands. And I thought about not winterizing this. I checked the weather. It's supposed to get down to 27. It'll probably be fine, but if I don't winterize it, then it probably won't be fine. So I'll just show you guys how I winterize it real quick. This kind of sucks, but I gotta let the water drain. So I'm gonna waste a bunch of water. So this is my low point drain right here. Okay, so just gonna open that. I gotta purge everything that's out of the expansion tank. Okay, and now I'll just let that drain out, and I'll leave that open. Now, okay, I shut this. I don't want any antifreeze going into my main house system. Okay. And then I open this, okay, I shut this so nothing can go back into the tank, right, I open this, alright, I grab this hose, hopefully I got enough here, okay, stick this, all kinds of mud in there. Right. So I stick this hose in here. gosh. I really need 2 people to do this right now. Let's do this. Try and prevent it from falling over. Alright, so that's in there. This is open. Why is that leaking? That's not even tight. Okay, that's bad. Helps have everything tightened down. We turn on our pump. Can hear it. I can hear it. I don't know if you can. And that just started to suck dry. So now we'll go back outside. We should be able to see the pink in the clear line. Alright, well that's all empty, so it should be in there. Yeah, I mean you can see that's full. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that's full of pink glycol. So now we shut that. We leave this open so that anything trapped in there might drain out slowly. And I don't know if you can see, but the one that I just put in angles downward, so that drains back. Everything drains back. And you know what? We also like to do, turn on the outdoor shower. Anything stuck in there, let that air drain. You hear it gurgling. Alright. So that should be out. I'm going to shut that so I don't forget next time I come out here. The sink. That can drain out. I'll just leave that open. Okay. And there you have it. That is how I winterize my camp. Alright, so we got running water, a stove. I mean, this is basically luxury out here. What can you ask? Can't ask for much more than that. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.